Hey everybody, it's Avis Quinn. It is Sunday, and as per usual, you know what that means. Another arena that we conquered, some more rankings, some more scores for you guys. Before I get into the rankings, real quick, I just want to give a shout out to my alliance. Got a couple of really great guys in there that are kind of stuck by me through and through when we were getting picked apart and people were poaching the alliance, and then we lost a lot of people, so bunch of really great guys who decided to stay around, so I appreciate it. Gonna name some of you guys. D Thrasher, one of you guys. Vegeta, the Crown Prince of the Saiyans, is one of you guys, and obviously Johnny, the former leader of the Alliance. Definitely got to give you a shout out. And last but not least, Meat Stick. Anyway, okay, Me Strike, I don't know. Dude, I'm so sorry, because I've literally just butchered your in-game name. I apologize for that, but you get my point. So big shout out to you guys, everybody else in the Alliance, because pretty much everybody contributes in some way, so I really like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into these rankings for a little bit. So before we get into the rankings, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about what I did this time around that was a little bit different. So when I first started competing in the arenas, the thing that I went for was trying to get the highest score possible. So I would push and I would grind to get the highest score possible. And then I had a change of heart somewhere in there, and I think it was magnetic resistance where I reached my highest undefeated streak of 150, and the points were it was like 666,000 points, and that was sort of my peak at that point in time, because since that point I haven't really been able to get that high. So the last few weeks I just kind of been grinding away and, you know, just being really happy with just barely making it. And this time around I had a little bit of a change of heart, because as I'm trying to get my champions ready to compete in the 3-star arenas for 4-star champions as rewards, one of the things that I realized was that I had to kind of change the mentality that I have so that I could be able to be competitive in those arenas. And one of the things that I like to always stress when I'm talking to people about the arenas is your streak, your undefeated streak in particular. You know, you've got to maintain your streak, because that is how you earn points. So when you lose your streak, you guys may not realize this, but in the 2-star arena for 3-star champions as rewards, if you lose your streak and you have to restart, let's say you're using 9 teams, if you lose your streak and you have to restart, you're losing about 7,000 points. I don't know if you guys realize that, but you're losing about 7,000 points. And you're losing even more if you lose your streak and you have to restart in the 3-star arenas for 4-star champions. So it was important to me that I challenged myself this time around to maintain a really high streak. And in fact, not only did I want to challenge myself to maintain a really high streak, but I wanted to push farther than I had in magnetic resistance. So what I did was I set a goal of an undefeated streak of 200, which is getting into elite player territory. because there are some players in the MMX alliances that actually don't have that high of a streak, and there are some players that are very well known, whose names I'm not going to say, whose streaks aren't that much higher than 200. So 200 is getting up there. It's getting into, elite territory. So that was my goal, was 200. If I didn't make 200, then I would just stop grinding for points. But I at least wanted to match what I did before. So the first thing I'm going to do is hit this, and I'm going to show you guys if you think I got the streak. The answer is yes. So highest PvP win streak, 200. In other words, I did it. I managed to go 200 rounds undefeated. So, and that was all I wanted to do. Now, bear in mind, when you do something like that where your streak is really high, it's going to drive your score insanely high. And that was exactly what I wanted to do. So let's hit completed arenas and let's check out the rank. Alright, so in air support, which is what I competed in, I didn't compete in heavy ordnance because it's still not worth it for me to try to compete in 3-star arenas for 4-star champions, because my champions are still so weak. So, but we got 224. So let's go ahead and claim. Let's go ahead and claim it. So we actually scored and there you guys can see my points. 941,026, and that was from 200 undefeated rounds. So let's go ahead and claim that. And we'll check out War Machine in a second. I just wanted to see the leaderboard real quick, because that was still a lot. That's still a lot of people who got above me for War Machine. So I think it's pretty interesting. I managed to get 200 rounds without spending units. So I'm wondering if some of these people who managed to score higher than me scored higher than me because either they used units or they just played more rounds and had higher undefeated streak than I did. I'm curious to know, like, what was it that they did that got them ranked higher than I did. So, in all likelihood, I think that these players that scored higher than I did probably played more times, had more rounds than I did. So I was 200, just barely out showing up on the leaderboard, but that's okay. So because we still got the champion, we still got a great score, a personal best with the undefeated streak, and that's all we really wanted. So now let's go check out War Machine and see where he is. Oh, War Machine. Blast barrage, shoulder artillery, heavy ordnance. Now, see, the good thing about War Machine is, yes, he's just another Iron Man character, or Iron Man-like character, but he is a completely different character unto himself. So it's good to see War Machine here, because after having Iron Man, Superior Iron Man, Hulkbuster, where those are really all the same characters, you know, it's good to see somebody else who's not quite a Iron Man skin, if that makes any sense. So alright. We'll check out his attacks. Blast Barrage. Okay, so it looks like War Machine doesn't even use the repulsor rays that the other Iron Man-like characters use. So that's cool. That's awesome. He's basically a completely different character unto himself, and that's good. That's what you want when you compete for a champion like that. So, not to mention, his armor is pretty cool looking, actually. You know, it's got the very good attention to detail that Kabam does with these characters. So, when they create them. So, but anyway, so there you have it, you guys. You got the score, you got the rank. The rank was 224. The score was 941-026, I believe. So the undefeated streak has been increased to 200. So thanks you guys so much for watching. I just want to remind you guys that there are going to be regular updates on the channel every Thursday and every Sunday. And if you guys want a video or anything like that, you know, message me on the channel, add me as a friend on the game. I have a lot of you guys who just added me as a friend on the game, and you just chat with me like that. That's awesome, because I don't think you know, if you're afraid to, you know, kind of communicate with me or whatever, don't be, because I think some of the people will attest. I promise I'm really, really nice. So I'm not one of those like weird internet trolls or anything like that. I just make these for fun, and you know, you guys seem to really like it. So as long as you like them, I'm gonna continue to make them. So, but if you know, please be sure to like and comment. And obviously subscribe. And see, that's the big thing. Trying to get some subscribers going on, and the channel itself is just past 3,000 views, which is, in my opinion, really good, because I've only been posting videos for 3 months. So that's basically 1,000 views each month. So, and that's awesome. I really, really think that that's really cool. So, you know, let me know if you guys want me to keep posting videos, and you know, if you like the content, tell me. You know, leave the comments, give me the likes. I'll keep doing it for you guys. I'll keep pushing as hard as I can in these arenas. And I know some of you guys wanted me to go over something like the Alliance quests. The reason I haven't made a video for the Alliance quests yet is because they haven't really had a time where the Alliance quests have fallen within a good time of me being able to make the video. So, not to mention, I am not that big of a fan of the Alliance quests, to be perfectly honest with you. I like them. I think that they're a very interesting concept. But I'm not all that big of a fan of the Alliance quest, to be honest with you. But when I finally do make the video, and I promise I will, when I finally make that video, you know, you guys will see you'll hear the issues that I have with the Alliance quest and all that. So, but anyway, like I said, if you guys like the videos and you want me to keep making them, let me know. You know, leave the comments, leave the likes. Subscribe so I know that I'm, you know, doing a good job. And anything else that you guys want a video of, or just a shout out or whatever it is, let me know. Talk to me, because the people who do talk to me, they'll tell you I think I'm a nice guy. They probably would agree with you, but I don't know. You'd have to ask some of them. But in either case, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'm username Avis Quinn. Congratulations to everybody who got War Machine. And, obviously I have to do this. I don't want to, but shout out to Kabam for making War Machine completely different from Iron Man, because that would have been awful if you were essentially the same character. So, everybody have a great week, and I will see you on Thursday.